Hello, people of the internet, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to OOTP, Out of the Park Baseball 17. This is the Premier League Baseball. This is episode 2, and the last time we got together, we were looking at the team in general. We had a lot of things going on. It was brand new to everyone, including myself, even though I've been playing for 2 seasons already. It's been a little bit of a ruckus ride, and we were looking at our team, where we are, and where we're trying to go. Today, opening day on the sim right now. I can't say today because there's 3 sims per day, but it's opening day in the Premier League Baseball. And we are going to download the newest file from the server, and we're going to take a look and see how our team did for the first couple of days. We simmed 5 days, so let's take a look. And while that's downloading, you'll notice I made the font a little bit bigger, hoping that you guys can see, you all can't say you guys. You all can actually see the text a little bit clearer. I know there was some problems on the other video. It was crystal clear in the last test I did, so I don't know why it's blurry now. But nevertheless, let's try the bigger font and see if that actually helps it out. So success. We are downloaded. It is 6:25 now, and we are 2-3. I'm not really surprised by this. But let's see. My owner's upset, and we're 15th out of 18. Fantastic. Let's check our mail, and let's start there. So, Titans hope for opening day win bodes well for season. This is about Toronto, and with a win versus the Brooklyn Atlantic. So, let's take a look. Final score was 2-1, and let's take a look at who was terrible. Let's go to the game log. I think I can do that. Nope, that's not where I want. I want the box score. Box score. Perfect. So we lost 2-1, and let's see who started. So again, we have an issue where pitching is a huge issue, right? Pitching is the downside. And I know I said I was going to get into the AAA teams right now and the AA team and the single A team. We'll probably do that in the next video since I'm running a little bit late on getting this video out. I'm trying to catch up and get these pushed forward. But yeah, let's take a look here. So looking at strikeouts, Grandjean had 3 strikeouts, which he's supposed to be my best hitter, and Roberts had 0 with 3 hits at 4 at bats, and he's even not as good as a hitter as Grandjean is. And Philpott is my major guy. That's my all-star, and he only had 1 hit on 3. Not terrible. He walked once. Can't be wrong with that. Kleinmeyer, who's my backup and my prospect, who's supposed to be the best, also didn't really step up, had 1 at bat in a pinch hit for Nieves to come in. Let's take a look here. Double plays. So we had a double play, and Philpott got a double, which is good. He led the league in triples last season, so that's not bad. We left, let's see, we left 4 people in scoring position with 2 outs left. Team left on base 3, so John Austin 2. Oh, that's the second time he was left on base. That's not good. Oh my goodness. Doubles. Roberts had a double. Let's see. So base running. What does this mean? CS. I don't know what this means. Caught stealing. Caught stealing. So Philpott's been caught stealing twice. I'm gonna have to tell him to calm down with the base running. I'll make sure I do that. Let's take a look at Clark. Clark's is my number 1 guy. My number 1 guy. He didn't do too bad there. So 6 hits on 7 innings. That's not terrible. 2 runs scored, though. 2 earned runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, let up a home run, pitched 100 pitches. Not bad. I don't know what PS is. PS? Pitches is PI. PS. I don't know what PS is. Strikes? Oh, pitches is strikes, I think. I don't know. We'll have to see. And going down the list, so Ishimoto, looking at him, so he just pitched a pretty good game, and that's the reason that they won. All right, so we lost the first game of the season. Could be a lot worse. Let's delete and go to the next one. Toronto is supposed to be a really good team. I believe it's run by manager list. The AI. Okay, so in Toronto is supposed to be really good because they picked up a bunch of top players during free agency that had a lot of cash, and I think that's what caused it here. So looking at game 2, we lost 6-4. Titans got a big game from John Bishop, who went 2 for 3 with 2 home runs and a walk, and the reliever was credited for the win. Lombard took the loss for Brooklyn. Let's take a look at the box score, see what happened here. One important at-bat came. Runners on first and second. Bottom of the sixth inning facing Lombard. Jose Mayes hit a single. Titans went on to win. Okay, so let's take a look here what we got. Espinoza pinch hit for Williamson. Kleinmeyer substituted for Espinoza. Weiss pinch hit for McGurk. Okay, so we had a bunch of pitchers in. I got to figure out why the AI does this at times. The AI will bring in, as you can see here, four pitches. Four different pitchers. I don't know why. Burleson was in, and Lombard was credited with the loss, so he blew it. Blown save. BS. That's why McGurk went in. Okay, so Lombard, the trash I thought he was. That's fine. And 20 ERA now. 1.1 pitches, 1.1 innings pitched, 3 earned runs. That is horrible. That is horrible. Okay, so he is obviously a problem. I'm going to have him not be put in high leverage situations, apparently, because we scored 4 runs. So that should be enough to help as long as we have pitching to back that up. And clearly we did not in this game. And in the past seasons, I didn't really look at the box scores for each game. I just kind of looked at them in mass and looked at the mail and made that decision there. Clearly cannot do that anymore. My team, it needs to be looked at a little bit further and make some decisions here. Pitches to strikes. So PI and PS 72 and 44. Got it. So that's where we need to improve. Lombard's going to have to get cut back a little bit and not played as much. So let's go back here, delete that mail. This is my scout. So every time before a series begins, they give you a projection on who to expect is going to be good versus the pitching matchups as well. So this is Wichita. That is owned by Rushpock. They're evaluating the series. We move on. Atlantic stumble, lose to Wingnut, so we've lost 3 in a row. Oh, man. And yeah, I'm at MCU Park. Anyone who is part of the New York area will recognize MCU Park as the Brooklyn Cyclones in Coney Island. I made that my home park because the Brooklyn Atlantics, that park doesn't exist anymore. It's now now as an apartment building where it's at. So I didn't really include that. We are here now, and we lost 9-3. Oh, my goodness gracious. Who was the losing? Chavez. See, Chavez is hit and miss, too. That's the thing. Let's take a look at what happened here. I don't know if Chavez is at fault for this one. We go on the right here. Espinoza pinch hit for Chavez. Austin pinch hit for Rydell. So I wonder why Austin pinch hit. I'm confused. Kleinmeyer started. Oh, he must have been tired. Okay, so if Austin's tired, Kleinmeyer starts. Austin, who's my top paid player for absolutely no reason, is now a sub for this particular game. And that's how I have it set up in the depth chart. I showed you that in the first episode. No big deal. So looking at the pitching, 6 ERA. Oh my God, this is horrible. And then Williamson, Rydell, and Zelaya all pitched an inning. Zelaya comes in and makes not a save, but saves the game from getting worse than it could have been. But we look at 6 hits on Chavez, 4 earned runs. It's not going to cut it. I mean, and then we 2 from Williamson and 2 from Rydell. And Williamson, I'm paying $190,000 to play, and it's just this is the issue. I have way too much money out on players that are not very good, and my pitching used to be so good, and now it's kind of deteriorated. That's a problem as well. Taking a look at my hitters, though, let's see who actually performed well. Roberts did well again, and Roberts is surprising me this season already, which is fantastic. Philpott did what he's supposed to do, and then we've kind of just had a couple of blanks. Chad Smart can't hit worth a damn. Neither can Grandjean, and none of the pitchers obviously hit because the pinch hitters. So let's go back, delete. Smart and Atlantic's too much for the Wingnuts. All right, so we won 6-3 in our second game versus Wichita. Go to the box score, and we look here, and the runs came early, 5th inning. I'll take it. And we only gave up 2 in the first and 1 in the 6th. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Looking at our hitting, who did well, Roberts again and Isaiah Fountain, who's my prospect catcher. I'm pretty happy about that, I will say. Let's take a look here. Zach Starks, there it is. That's my boy. That's my boy Starks. That's my prospect I called up last season. Had a rough first season in the major league, but the good news is he's doing better now, right? That's a lot better, considerably better than what he did last season, where he was losing every game he started as a starting pitcher, moved him to reliever. Now he's a starting pitcher and has pitched quite a good game. Zelaya came in for the save as expected. That's why I pay him $600,000 a year, 700,000, whatever much I paid him. I paid him a lot, and that makes me feel a lot better. Okay, this is good. So that's a good win. I'll take that all day long. Starks is doing well for me. Atlantic's tripped Wingnuts in extras. So 6-5, we won versus the Wichita Wingnuts again, and that's a team that's rebuilding. That team's in pretty bad shape, and we're squeaking out wins. It's not the best situation to be in, but we went 2-1 versus Wichita. I'll take it. I'll take it any way I can get it right now. So hitting, looking back at the hitting again, Smart doing nothing. I mean, I don't know why he was credited. So what happened here? So go back to the mail here. Oh, that was my previous one. Smart. This one is the extra innings. Okay, so went to 13 innings, 6-5. Smart 190. Had a homer though. Homer from Fountain and one from Cobra. See, I need Cobra to be generating some home runs. It's kind of why I got him in the first place. And then you can see all of the pitchers that went in because we went to 13 innings. Fountain again did really well. Roberts did really well, and Philpott was okay. That's a lot better. And I'm okay with Fountain getting a couple of strikeouts because he's still young. He's going to grow, and that's okay. That's okay. Stolen base. Philpott with a stolen base. Okay, so maybe I don't have to tune it down. Maybe he's just getting his feel for it. I have him set to be a little bit more aggressive on base running and stolen bases. So we'll see how that goes. Looking at the pitching, Martin pitched decent. Not really. 4 runs in 6 innings, 4 strikeouts. That's not bad. 7 hits, earning an average of 6. That's not terrible. Rydell gets credited with the win after an abysmal loss. That makes me feel good. And no save because we went to extra innings. Okay, that's fine. Over there, Schaus got a blown save. That's fine. So Zelaya came in, went to extra innings, obviously. Nieves pitched 3, and then Rydell finished the game out, it looks like. So that's a lot better. That's a lot better, right? So let's delete that message. And in the next sim, we're going to be at the 6th game of the season. And it's a 2-game series against the Gary South Shore Railcats. Haven't played them yet. And they are, obviously, because it's Toronto and Wichita. But I think that is also an AI guy. And if I'm not mistaken, we'll go look real quick. Yeah, so that's another AI team. No big deal. And that they're playing 600 ball, 3 wins and 2 losses. It's still going to be neck and neck right now. But the important things to note here is that Burleson and Clark are facing up against Mercado and McCabe. And Mercado is supposed to be really good from New York last season. He was supposed to be really good. He's one of the top players you can see here. And then Alex Garza, no relation to Matt Garza. He is supposed to be really good as well. I've not played it. I have not researched these players enough to know that. I'm just remembering from what I'm seeing during the free agency during the off season. Now, if we look at our team stats so far, runs scored, we are 10th. That's better than where we were last season at 18th. But again, it's still only 5 games in. There's plenty of time left to crap the bed, I guess you could say. Batting average 8th. I'm okay with average on that right now. If I can stay average, I think our pitching can really take off. On-base percentage 3rd. That is better than what I'm seeing in the past. I was dead last in that. Home runs and stolen bases. I was leading in stolen bases for 2 seasons. Not so much now. And then pretty much average except for defensive efficiency. We had 2 errors in the first 5 games. That's going to be lowered, but I think that'll get better over time as well. Taking a look real quick, and we won't do it this video. We will do it, I don't know if we'll do it in the next video, but at some point, we will look at the minor league teams to let you all see who we need to call up and what we have kind of stirring in the pot. But I wanted to get acclimated to this style of presentation before I really dig deep into the inner workings of the teams. But you can see that I have a couple of good stars that are not off to the greatest start for Perdomo. Nolan hasn't played yet, but guys like McCarty, who's ready to come up, he's in the AAA right now. He is doing well. and I'm hoping that gets better. And Duran is supposed to be really good as well. He's got a 3.86 ERA, average in leagues between 4 and 4.5. That's not bad. If we go over to the rosters and transactions, we might see it already, and yes, we do. So the game will tell you when you have some stars that are supposed to come up. And now we got an injury diagnosis pending. So we'll have an injury in the next video of what's happening there, and we have to make some substitutions already. Fantastic. As you can see, one of my guys in AA was out for 10 months. Or no, he was moved up to AAA. I had him playing in spring training, and he Tommy John surgery. So he's out for the season. That kind of sucks. Trangies is out for 3 weeks, so I'm going to have to make a sub there. I'll do that in between videos and just kind of make the sub there, move him to the DL. 2 to 3 months for my closer. See, this is why you got to keep an eye on the minor leagues, because if you don't take control, like we have control over the entire organization, if you don't do that and you leave it alone, they will make decisions for you, which could be detrimental to the team. So I got to move that guy out. I got to move Trangies out. Got to take a look at Castillo. But you'll see here that the arrows come up, and it'll say, hey, this guy's ready for the majors. And he might be, or be ready to move up or down a league in the minors. He might be ready, but it's recommended that you leave players in a league for the whole season. It's to develop them. The only time you make that exception would be for the AAA to the majors, when injuries come up or if someone's doing really poorly, then go ahead and make that call. But what I'm doing is I'm leaving everyone up to age 20 or brand new people in NCAA that just moved up into single A right here in single A ball. I'm going to leave them there for a season. Anyone older than 20, so 21 and above, who's played in A will move to double A, and then subsequently from double A to triple A once they've played a full season. And that's where we'll make our cuts, is this person's not good enough to move up. We'll cut them. As you can see, we have 17 people in our international complex. That's people we've scouted, players we've looked at, that we have not signed, but that belong to our organization. We can call those up at any time to fill in gaps. So we will look at all of these and kind of dig into the minor leagues later, especially when it comes to the single A, because I have so many pitchers that, as you can see, I haven't even played yet. I'm going to kind of do an A-B thing, let half the players who play the most play in the first half of the season, and then bench those and let the other half who haven't played play in the second part of the season. Right now, everybody can play, but obviously people aren't going to because we have so many pitchers. So that's going to happen in the next video. This is we're going to make the injuries in between videos, and we'll have another video for that. We'll update. We have the 2-game series against Gary South Shore. That's going to happen. And also in the description is the link to the website where you can follow along and kind of see all of the team stats and where we sit. So if I go back to the home screen, we're currently in third, and everyone's pretty much got the same record except Fargo. No surprise there. They're supposed to be a good team as well. That being said, I am F5 Penguin. You can find me on all of the social media at F5 Penguin, and I hope I can talk to you on Twitter. I hope you are enjoying this series. I'm having a good time playing it. I figured we should share it with the entire world, the entire internet tubes that exist out there. Hopefully you would enjoy it as well. Let me know what you want to see, what changes I can make, or what screens you want to see to kind of get more of a feel for the game. I'm okay with doing that as well. That being said, we're going to get out of here for right now. In the next video, it's the second 5 days of the season, so we're going to be into day 10 of the season. More games to play, more things to do, more reasons to not have good hitting. All of that coming in the next video. I will see you then.